Hello, this video is on a request that somebody seen my copy down video and they wanted to see the actual process done. So this is more a process rather than a shortcut. Let's get straight into it. I'm going to work out the total price cost on these columns, and then I'll be sort of doing a copy down to get to the bottom. And they wanted to know not how to do it with the keys rather than with the mouse. So this first one, total, we just want to total up these numbers. It's all just dummy data, and the total, the price, the cost, it's all just made up. So it doesn't matter. We could, because I want to add all these up, that would be an auto sum. We would normally maybe select the whole lot and press Alt equals to do the auto sum. But because I want to show you the copy down process, I'm not going to do it that way. I'm just going to do it one row at a time. So first of all, we want to do the total. So I select that. I'm using Shift and arrow keys, combination of Shift and arrows and Shift and Control and arrows, and I'll show you them in a second. I'm just going to do Alt and equals to get one. Okay, I'm happy with that. Now I want to copy down. So I could just use my down arrow 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 times, but I've only got 7 or 8 rows here. But in real life, that was more like 800 rows, and you wouldn't want to be using your down arrow 800 times. So you can jump to the end of something by holding your control down and just press the arrow once. It will jump to the end. The problem is on a blank column like this, we have no end. So if I do a control and down arrow, it goes all the way down to the last row in the sheet. So that obviously no good. So what we do, we've got a choice. There's two options. I'll show you the both, but the first option is just move to where there is some text, usually on the column to the left, and then hold down the control and do a down arrow, and then a right arrow to bring you back into your column at the bottom, then control shift and up arrow, that selects all of them. Then you can do the control D to copy down. Just do that again. It sounds a lot more complicated than what it is. I just do a left arrow, control down, right arrow, control shift up, and copy down. Now, if I want to do the price, so let's just make the price that divide by, see, that will do for the price. So now I want to move left, control down, right, control shift up, copy down. Now let's go across to the cost. I'm just using my arrow keys to move around there. Control arrow to jump to the top, right arrow. So the cost, let's just make that that divide by 6. Just again, just random numbers. Cost. So it's left arrow, control and down, right, control shift up, and then copy down, control D. Now I'll select them and I'll go control shift 4 to make them pound signs. So that's the way that is the one of them, probably the most common way to do it with the keys. Undo, control Z, control Z, control Z. So I've just got back to the bear. I'm just going to run it through that again, but I'm going to show you the other way that we can do it, which is this way is probably easier, but you have to do this step first. So anywhere that you've got blank columns that you want to add in, or as you're adding the columns yourself, just jump to the ends and just put in any character. And it could be anything. A number can be a bit confusing, so I either put in the letter E or just X. X, X. So just go around and put X in all of the bottom of your columns. This way, when you're working it out, so I'm just going to go Alt equals. Okay, I'm happy with that. I want to copy down, so it's just Control Shift down arrow, and because we got the X there to catch it, it won't go all the way to the bottom, and we don't have to go left, down, and up. So now I can do Control D. Okay, now I want to move across, and I don't. Now I'm already at the top, so all I have to do is a right arrow. Price was that divide by 30. Instead of pressing enter, and now I'm down below one and going back up and doing Control Shift down. What I'm going to do, I'm just going to do undo. I'm just going to go equals left divide by 30, and I'm going to hold down my Control key and press enter. That does exactly the same thing as enter, but it keeps me on the cell that I'm in rather than dropping me down. So now I can go Control Shift down arrow, and for Control D copy down to work, you must be in the cell with the original number in. Whereas if I just press enter, I'll be in the cell below it, and there's nothing in that, so I can't copy down from that. So I have to move back up. But if you hold down Control and enter, you stay where you are. Now I can do Control D for copy down, move over for the last one, which is just price divide by 6. I'm holding down Control and pressing enter, and now I'm doing Control Shift down arrow and Control down. I might as well do Control Shift and 4 just to make them all pound signs. So they're the two ways that we do it. Just put an X or anything you like. Could be a full stop, could be a character, could be a number in all of the bottom ones, or just do a left, a control down, a right, and then a control shift up, and then copy down. Okay, any questions, please put it in the comments. I hope that's some use, and thanks for watching.